Salutations. You are now on the ride. How many contestants are there? All by yourself? Well, no worry. There'll be enough trivia and comedy for 3 humans. Is this your first time? Well then, you won't be needing any more new instructions. It must be nice to know it all before you've even begun. May I have your name? Okay, that's fine. As you know, your buzzer is the key with the B on it. Okay, if you could please strap in and... Oh, don't you think we should turn out the lights?
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by Rax. You'll come for the ribs and stay for the torture. And now, please welcome your host, Nate Shapiro.
All right, welcome to the show. You know, it's so nice that you don't really want to hurt me, because that way I can torture you. Okay, it's time to draw and quarter. Buzz it in, baby. What do you want? Okay, that's what's on the line, and here's the category. Torture the quarterback. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. If football players played on the gridiron used as an ancient torture device, what special equipment would they need to wear? Waterproof shoes, fireproof pants, crush-proof shoulder pads, or puncture-proof helmets? Take it. Oh, okay, I got it. They need crush-proof shoulder pads, as opposed to the flimsy aluminum ones they wear now. Too bad you didn't pick this. Yeah, a gridiron is essentially an iron bed on which a victim is shackled, and underneath it they light a fire. Hey, let's try it on the Dallas Cowboys, shall we? Okay, hit your butt. Okay, and the category for this one will be... We're best friends. We torture each other. Okay, pressure's on. You could break 0 with this one. Say your friend invites you over for a game of Pillowinks. What would you honestly be able to say about the experience? I played until my fingers bled. It really made my... All yours. Pillowinks? Of course. It squeezes fingers and thumbs as a form of torture. So now you know the evolution of torture. First Pillowinks, then Tiddlywinks, and now there's Nintendo Thumb. Okay, what's the value of the next question gonna be? You know what? I think you'll actually be pleased about this. That's right, mi amigo. This isn't any question. This is the Dis or Dat. And this Dis or Dat questions category is... Instruments of torture. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a famous musical group, a medieval instrument of torture, or both. Cash in for each one you get right, but you lose out for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Alright, you can have 30 seconds to nail all 7. Get your fingers on those numbers, here we go. Iron Maiden, band torture the... Rolling Stones, The Rat, Steely Dan, Canned Heat, Cowboy Wheel, Rubato. Oh, you got more right than wrong. I mean, nothing to brag about exactly, but... Alright then, let's spend the money. Okay, how much money am I giving? Okay, this one's gonna be worth some coin. Alright, here's your category. What are you gonna do about it? I'm the president. Get ready to buzz, cause here it comes. If the president who coined the term bully pulpit had used it to be a real bully, which ugly incident might have typified your grade school years? Abraham Lincoln beating you up at school, Teddy Roosevelt stealing your lunch money, Harry Truman making you cry at recess, or Richard Nixon ripping up your homework? Go for it.
I said the sniveling stops here, you little wuss.
Should have picked this. That's right, you'll be getting a big can of whoop ass from Teddy and his Rough Riders. Yeah, you just better hope he doesn't use that big stick of his. Time that buzzer to select... Pretty righteous. Alright, here's your category. Blued, thumb-screwed, and tattooed. You know, I just wanted to point out that your score is not only below 0, but you're not even playing against anybody. You don't even have any competition. I mean, it's, it's a good thing it's just you and me because, that's kind of embarrassing. Let's pretend Sissy Hangshaw in the movie Even Cowgirls Get the Blues gets captured and tortured. If her kidnappers use thumb screws on her, how will they need to be modified? They'll have to be tiny, they'll have to be 3 of them, they'll only need 1, or they'll have to be bigger. It's all yours. 1 thumb screw? What are they going to do, use it on her nose? Here's what you should have guessed. Sissy Hangshaw has these enormous thumbs she uses to hitchhike all over the place. But I'll tell you, if they did put on the thumb screws, they wouldn't have to tighten them too much to get her to talk. I mean, she is a real sissy. But she's good at pillow wings and Nintendo. Slappy butt. Thank you. And the category is punishment for habitual offenders. Hey, have you read Lord of the Rings? I hope so. Suppose the evil creature Gollum has captured one of the hobbits and has him shackled by his feet to an iron bar. What has he done? Strap Thorin to the thorn, go for it. Hey, nice work. I guess you must have used a Bilbo before. Bilbo Baggins is a cute little hobbit, and the Bilbo is a cute little iron bar that they use to shackle people's feet to for punishment. Okay, kiddo, what's this one gonna be worth?
Bingo.
There was a tune stuck in my head and Muzak was its name. Oh, M-U-Z-A-K, 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 and now I am insane. Oh.
Alright, welcome to Muzak. Okay, now don't forget, when the first letter of the answer lights up, that's when you buzz in to win the cash. Of course, if you light up all 5 letters, you get the bonus. Okay, let's do it! Drifter song about a boardwalk. Under. Forever your Paula. Abdul. Undead Band. The Doobie Brothers Mike or fast food chain. McDonald's. Get the lead out. Let's roll. One more letter for the bonus. Fastest lightning expert time. A little bit frightening. Hey, hey. Woo! Music! You got the bonus. Well, you're clearly beating yourself. Hey, buzz in to select the bell. Hey, sweet. Okay, here's what we're doing. None of that at the dinner table. Okay, think back to all your Greek mythology classes and tell me, if you truly want to tantalize someone with a scrumptious banquet, what would you do to him? Keep the food just beyond his reach, make him roll a boulder up a hill first, cut off his head after his first bite, or just pretend there's food on the table? Take it. The naughty man named Tantalus was punished by the gods by having food and water placed just out of his reach for eternity. Man, sounds like the gods were running out of punishment ideas. I mean, what's next? Making someone's footwear just slightly too small so their feet are mildly fatigued by the end of the day? Talk to me. Give me a value. There's your value, and the category you picked is called Andy Taylor Gets Something Yanked. Right. Okay, so suppose the Andy Griffith Show took place in the Middle Ages. Just go with me on this. Suppose Andy needs a tooth pulled. Given that it's the 1400s, to whom would he go? Goober the mechanic, Emmett the hardware store owner, Floyd the barber, or Otis the drunk? Go for it. In the Middle Ages, dental appointments were usually made with barbers who were also surgeons who could extract teeth.
Oh, Andy, that's a nice tooth, a real nice tooth. Maybe I'll just put a leech on it instead.
Buzz in for the bucks, babe. That's what it's worth, then here's what it's called. Please wipe off the equipment after litigating. You got your finger ready to buzz? Okay, let's get it on. If your Stairmaster has its Master of Laws degree, what might be written on its business card? Stairmaster JD, Stairmaster LM, Stairmaster LLM, or Stairmaster DDS? It's all yours. Stairmaster LM? Try LAME. You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. A Master of Laws degree is an LLM. Lawyers and Stairmasters, I'll tell you, you give them everything you got, and you still don't get anywhere. Okay, gotcha. Okay, coming up. How to sink $200 million into an Oscar. Okay, we all know the story, right? The Titanic hits an iceberg, it sinks, lots of people suffer and die. Then the box office has a huge hit on its hands. Let's say the Greek god of the sea, Poseidon, received a special Oscar for creating the iceberg Titanic ran into. If he thanked his mother in his speech, what would you hear? I gotta mention my sweet mother, Hera. I especially want to thank my mom, Diana. I won this thanks to my mama, Gia. Or I'd be nowhere without my mom, Rhea. Take it. You got it. Poseidon is the son of Rhea and her husband, Pepto-Bismol. Okay, how much money? There's the cash, and here's the category. Sorry, I have a real dislike for aversion therapy. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. Say you're addicted to watching TV. If doctors want to cure you by having you watch the following TV series, what show will provide the longest continual averse stimulus? She's the Sheriff, Suddenly Susan, Family Matters, or Small Wonder? Go for it. Ouch. In case you're curious about the correct answer, there are over 200 Family Matters episodes, each special in its very own way. And if watching all those doesn't cure you, they could just have Urkel come over to your house and say, "Hello," every time you turn on the TV. Time that buzzer to select your value. Time for the attack. Whatever you do, don't forget this clue. What you shooting there, Tex? Yeah, it's a pretty big piece you got there. That make you feel powerful? That make you feel like a man? Is that what you need to feel like a man?
What are you talking about?
If you're looking for an alternative to alternative, check out the new album from White Noise, Static. Rolling Stone calls it a triumph in nihilism. Billboard says it's a sound that can be found on the radio between, well, just about everything. Static features the title track, Static. Turn that crap down. Something's wrong with the receiver. And a live version of Feedback. Static. We don't care if you get it or not.
Here's the story of two very lovely ladies and their far out righteous groovy old man. Went to a party in the 60s, threw their keys into a punch bowl, and then each lady went off with a fella other than the one with whom she came. 9 months later we became a family, our name to the swabberoos. The swabberoos got those non-traditional alternative family blues. Being a father's never easy, especially when you don't know whose you are. But we're so proud our seeds were intermingled, and it really helps to have the extra car.
Can I have an advance on my allowance?
Ask your father.
Which one? I love you, moms and dads.
Make sure your parents sign the permission slip.
With 4 parents, I'll need a bigger slip.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
We're the swabberoos. The swabberoos. With mom and dad and mom, there's no way we can ever lose. Swabberoos.
Hey, that turned out pretty well.
This is from my Baptist minister, who instilled in me at a very young age the evils of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. This is for the kids at school, who by refusing my friendship, forced me to adapt and infiltrate any and all social cliques. This is for my older brother, whose bad taste in music gave me a CD collection large enough to drive any person under siege insane. I'm proud to be an officer for the ATF. We raid more homes and violate more constitutional rights by 9 a.m. than most criminals do in a day.
The ATF, keeping our country free for you and me. So you think you know sushi? You and your other yuppie-spawn friends think you know sushi. Well, you don't know sushi at all, not a wee bloody bit. Oh, you can sit in your fancy $70 a plate sushi cafes and impress your other human scabby friends and order California roll and think you're the sheep's wool. Well, you're nothing. You're sushi juniors and you make me sick. So from now on, you order sushi the real way, the proper way. You get McLeod sushi, or you don't eat it at all. McLeod's only uses real haggis. None of this simpy wimpy fish snot. We only use haggis, good Scottish minced haggis. And if you know it's good for you, you'll eat it too. So stop being a baby doll freak loser and leave that hermos alone because you're eating McLeod sushi from now on.
I must have seen Mortgage 50 times already, and I'm back for more.
I've never personally dealt with the pain of a foreclosure, but up there on stage with the singing and the dancing, Mortgage makes it seem so real.
I thought my kids' problems with ADD were something I had to hide, but it was so empowering to see that soccer mom fight.
My child doesn't listen. My child cannot sleep. Doped up on Ritalin, he always makes me weep. He cannot concentrate. He tries to masturbate.
I'd pay 15% plus 50 points to see Mortgage again.
I mean, just think about it. Pot-smoking teens, philandering husbands, mothers addicted to painkillers. It's got everything. Mortgage is the true suburbia.
It's not every day you see a couple from 2 different tax brackets. Suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome, find true love.
I love the tax assessor.
Drive the babysitter home. Will my hand begin to roam? Can't be more than sweet 16.
Don't worry, we won't be seen.
My appraisal? I give it a prime rate.
I'm just glad they left the ending open for a second mortgage.
Mortgage, the musical everyone's talking about. Playing at a community theater near you.